So there's the cheese source I put together. Big cheese on this side, brown source on this side. Both going across is volume, tone, gain, and then it's got a 4-position rotary for each for 4 tone settings. The up position, or straight up that way, is off for the tone knob. So just to show you, it's a little bit louder with it off. That's on the bridge on a Les Paul. That's the neck. So kicking the tone knob on in the first position here. Kick the volume up a little bit to compensate for the loss in gain and volume. So like the real pedal on the brown source, this side more treble, this side more bass, so you can kind of dial it where you need it. You get nice and crispy. The gain's really kind of interesting. It stays kind of gainy the whole time, but it just seems to add some background harmonic content, which is really nice. So it's really cool. It's a little less intense with it down. I like it up, you know, past noon. So each of the tone settings, here's the second setting on the 1, 2, 3 of the tone selector. Let's show you back to 1. So a little more gainy. Kick back to the other side of the tone. Back to 1, show you. So brings a little more gain into the situation. So third setting. Back to the first one to show you. Here's the bridge. Neck. A little more bass. So 2. Darker. So big cheese side, way cooler. So tone off. So it goes from like regular fuzz, like. The more you turn up the gain, like here's now. It gets more and more splattery. Here's the 3 o'clock. All the way up. Kick to the bridge. You almost get the octave up. With the gain all the way up, so all the way up. So first setting is the tone knob back on. The first setting after the tone off, like the 1, is a scooped type setting. So you can get like you gotta compensate with a little more volume because you lose a little bit when you add a tone stack. pedal, but it's definitely a lot heavier sounding. Kicks at both pickups on. Badass. The other setting past the mid scoop, which is like the one setting, is the little cheese. These settings sound best when you crank the fuzz all the way up. So maybe a little darker there. So I'll kick it all the way to the big cheese setting just to show you what it does. So it kind of adds that really zippery octave up type sound. And when you kick it back to the little cheese, it adds like the rest of the fuzz into the mix. Get that zippery setting with a more full sound. Back to on the other side. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's super fuzz, but definitely it's got that really cool full sound with the octave. It's not as bass heavy though. You can kind of get it there by cranking the gain and rolling the tone back. That's on the bridge, so here's the neck. Kick-ass pedal. Stacking them together. Now this is where it's fun. So let's kick to the first setting real quick. So the one with a little more gain. Drop it down real quick. Not gonna say it gets doomy, but it definitely gets in that territory. Oh, I forgot to show you. It cleans up excellent. Like rolling back the volume knob. Without the gain on. Get back to something more normal. So it cleans up just like a badass. Pedal. I'll definitely be making more of these. I just have this box already painted. Sorry, it's like kind of a wacko color, but I'm gonna try and squeeze one of these into like half the size in the tall box. So be on the lookout for that. I got those on order, so hopefully in the next week or two I'll cook up some miniature giant cheese sauces in a much more compact pedal friendly or pedal board friendly space dealy mabob. But this thing's awesome. I would kick the pedals off my board and have this monster on there because it just sounds freaking awesome. It's just got a ton of tones. Obviously you can run it into phasers and all sorts of other cool stuff and you get a boatload more out of it, but pretty cool. I did the separate ins and outs like the real guy too, so